Moving to a question now from Frankfurt, Germany, and Hibatur Rahman Saab asks, do the precious gems like ruby and sapphire have any effect on human life? Dr. Saab, often we hear about in society how people might put a ruby or a particular precious gem on a chain to guard them against particular things. Is there any wisdom behind that, or what is the philosophy there?
Well, if we look at the entire creation of Allah, we find that Allah has created much, and we also know that He has not created anything in vain. Everything has a purpose. Whether we understand it fully or not at the moment, as time goes by, that we don't know. Allah says, Rabbana ma khalaqta haza batila subhanaka faqina azaba. So Allah has created everything with a purpose, and some of those things we do not yet realize. Some people, if you look at gemstones, for instance, they say that they have boost your extra super sensory powers. They protect you, they act like a vaccine, and therefore they give this very much precedence and reliance than on anything else. So that is something that they think that the planets also are controlled by these powers, and therefore they have an effect on human nature as well. We obviously do not believe that we have these superstitious ideas behind us. We believe that Allah certainly has created everything in order, and it is for us to derive the benefits as He has decided and discussed for us. So as far as deriving benefits from looking at the stars and seeing what effects they have on different gemstones, we do not believe that that is the case, that there may be other purposes that these precious stones have been created. They are used by man in other ways as well. For ornamental purposes they're used, but as far as having an impact on the human body and perhaps on the human soul, that is perhaps something that we do not agree with.
Maybe I think, as Dr. Saab has explained from various angles, a basic thing what God Almighty has told us, that everything has some purpose and some use. It is not vain, it is not useless. Everything has something. But it's up to the people to find out what is the real benefit. Some people, maybe, I just imagine, if somebody is wearing a ring with a certain gem on it or a certain stone, he or she might be thinking that it is because of this gem that I am getting this benefit. Maybe my health is improving, but the health might be improving because of the good diet he or she is taking. So it might be something else, but they are attributing because some people who are running their business on that, they are telling the people that if you use this gem, that this will happen. So if for some other reason it happens like that, they say it is because of that. So this is actually the question of superstitious beliefs about these things, and too much obsession of these things, as if because of that this has happened. It may not be truly the fact. But if there is a good point in it, and it is established really with strong scientific evidence, then of course we are not there to simply to deny that one. After all, Allah Almighty has put something worthwhile in everything, as the verse quoted by Dr. Saab is, Rabbana ma khalaqta haza batila. So there is a good point in everything, whether we know it or not. But the question is that we have to definitely find it out before we make up our mind that, well, it is like that. So in some gems, in some other things as well, some earth or the dust from somewhere in the air, in the leaves, in the colons, in the flowers, in the the honey is made from certain pollens and things like that. So the benefits come there. So the good points are there in everything, but we have to firmly establish whether it is there or not. But I think it is a good thing if the color likes, people like it for color, people like it that it is very a durable thing, that's why they use it in ornaments and rings and all that. So the good points are there, no doubt. But to start the whole thinking from this premise that, well, this has got this effect on everybody, definitely, positively, without fail, that is, I think, perhaps going too far.
Jazakallah, and Jazakallah for that answer as well. Hopefully that is, Hibatur Rahman Saab, that's sufficient to answer your question.